see we have one viewer. Hello, viewer. Identify yourself in the chat, eh? You doing well? You doing good? Do let me know if you can hear the game. You should be able to hear, like, crickets, I believe. I believe I managed to get the game audio to go through OBS properly this time around. I'll just wait for chat to function. Sometimes it takes a little while. In the meantime, I'm just going to wait until about 9 o'clock for everybody to come in and hang out and say hello. You're not logged in. You'll log in really fast. Okay, thank you, Soruya. Hello, there you are. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna wait until about 9 o'clock to properly start playing. In the meantime, were you here last time, Soruya? I can't remember if you were. I know some other people were, but I don't know if I remember you being here. You weren't. Okay. So if you don't know much about Myst, the premise of the game is that you appear on this island and you are given no instructions. And it's full of things that are kind of broken. You kind of have to fix things. It's a puzzle game, essentially, and you have to find your way off the island and also figure out what the mystery of the island is. This is a very old game. This came out in 1993, I believe. I think this version specifically came out in 2003, so the graphics are slightly updated, but you can tell that it's a fairly dated game. In this game, there are books that will link you to other quote-unquote ages. So they're books, you open them up, and there's like a little GIF in the book. And you touch the GIF in the book, and it takes you to this whole other world. It's very, very interesting. So I believe we left off, not on this island, but on one of the ages in one of the linking books called Channelwood, and it is basically, it's kind of like a bayou. Lots of tall trees, and lots of water. And there used to be two different civilizations there, and then the land sunk under the water, and the humans all died out, and all that was left was this race of monkey people. But they're no longer there, so we don't know what happened to them. They've just disappeared. Anyway, that's about as much of an overview as I can give you in a short period of time. How are you doing? I understand that you have dinner soon. Whoa! One with pipes and elevators. Good. Okay, my stream is not... My chat is not loading, so I'm gonna see if I can't fix this. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Why must you do this? Why must you do this to me? Why must you do this? Hello? Okay. There we go. now I should be able to get chat updates in real time. Sorry about that. Hello, Death. Hello, Soria. Let's see here. I have 4 viewers. Hello, all viewers. How are we doing? I was just telling Soria about what the game is like and what it's about and how it works. Is there anyone else who's new? Who needs like an overview? I don't mind giving the overview again. It's a little complicated, but it's I've played this game enough times before that I know how it works. Oh, 3 viewers. Does anyone have like a very small view on their streams? For some reason the chat is not behaving itself. Once again, I am waiting until about 9 o'clock to properly start the game. So if you guys want to go get yourselves a drink, go make some tea, that kind of a thing, grab a snack, you do have time to do that before the game properly re-begins. In the meantime, we will all just hang out. We will chill. We will enjoy ourselves. And I do not believe I'm getting the chat. So let me see if I can fix that really quick. Two viewers. Goodness. People are just leaving left and right. Chat. Alright everyone, one more time. Send me messages in the chat, please. It can be anything at all. It can be... oh! The can't eat corn version of popcorn in preparation of game start. Ooh! That sounds good. I love popcorn. Popcorn is tasty. How are you, Death? I saw that photo of your cat earlier. She looked so smug. That is a cat that has eaten something. She is the smuggest, yes. That is a smug cat. A very, very smug cat. she had things to say about me not giving her second dinner. Did she adjust to daylight savings time? Because our dog did not. Our dog is now asking for dinner at like 6 o'clock in the evening. It's like, she didn't just skip forward 1 hour, she skipped forward 2. It is very amusing. Two more minutes, guys. Just 2 more minutes. She was so mad about her schedule being messed with. Poor thing. Very precise internal clock. Yeah, I don't think ours does. I think ours just like tells time by the position of the sun or something. Because she like as the days get longer, her demands for dinner get later and later. And then it's the other way around once the days start getting shorter again. So she like starts coming to us earlier and earlier after the solstice. She's not the sharpest cookie, eh? Oh, and Death, you should be able to hear the game now. Do let me know if you can or cannot hear the game. I will do like clicky things on the game, so let's see, transitions, drop page, show map, okay. And it is 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I personally cannot hear the game. I have not fixed that, so if somehow there is a cutscene, I mean generally the cutscenes are very obvious in this game, but if somehow there's a cutscene and I end up talking over it, I apologize in advance. Okay, I'm just gonna load this, and we're gonna load right into Channelwood. Oh, hang on. I believe I can, in fact, hear the game. Hold on one moment, please. There we go. Now we just have all the frog noises in the world. There's just no escape from the frogs. Good lord. So, let's see here. I believe, yes, so we did fix this. I think there's something up here that I missed somehow. Yeah, see, there's this building up here that I don't know how to get to. So, let me, and I have my trusty dusty little, you don't hear any frogs. You do not hear frogs. Okay. Let's try this. Do you hear them now? Yeah, abandoned tree houses. This age is really, really neat. I really, really like this age. You can hear mouse clicky clicky, but nothing from the game's soundtrack. Seriously? Okay, hold on one moment, please. Okay, yeah, are they loud enough, or are they too loud? Let's just call it good. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's just call it good. Okay. So here we are. This is Channelwood. This is... Oh, I forgot. I need to close the doors when I'm taking these elevators. And this is the age that had all of those whatchamacallums. Those monkey people. Okay. Hang on a moment. Aha. That might be part of my problem. Let's see if that fixed that. And now let's try going up, because I believe this does take us up. Yes, it does. Oh, yes. Good, 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 good. I knew there was a second level in the trees. I knew it. Okay. So now I have no map, and I just have to figure out what goes on where. Ooh, here we go. That goes that way. Okay, so that's just the back of the way I came. Okay, so this is a very human bedroom. Let's see, we've got the bed, we've got drawers, alcohol bottles, charming, a knife! Ooh. So we have part of a piece of paper. In very plain view on Myst, and access can be something easily if the simple blah blah is followed. First, locate switches on the island. These switches go to the main dock. Marker switch to the off position. So let me just make a note. So, marker switch to off. If you hear scribbly noises, that's because I'm writing things. Marker switch to the off position. Okay. What about you? Ooh! What do I do with this? Can I put it back? Okay. I just so happen to know what this specifically does, and I don't want to keep it. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Aha, here's another one. Ooh, what is this? Is that a knife? That's an empty drawer. Okay. So this was one of the boys' rooms, I believe. Ooh. Yep, yep. That's one of the boys' rooms, alright. So this is the way I came. Okay. So let's see what else we can find up here. What's in here? Wow, I am very turned around right now. Oh. Hello, that's terrifying. What am I looking at? Cake? Fossilized cake? It could be. Oh, ew, It's a trap! Okay, interesting. And this is a door. Okay, so that's where I came up over there. What about this? What is this? Another room, but it's very barren. Oh. Ooh. I cannot hear anything. Fantastic. Thanks. Totally needed that in my life. You seem totally hinged.
I hope I pushed the right button, my boy. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important in my Remember,
And then what? Does the first one give us anything? Yeah, completely unintelligible. Thank you, Cirrus. No, that must be Akinar. That must be Akinar, because I believe Cirrus is the skinny one. He's the skinny boy. And so this is a page to his book. Okay, so we have pages to both of their books. I'm not sure I really wanted those, but... Are they trying to out for the role of a protagonist in a B-rated superhero movie? You mean antagonist? Yeah. That's about the sum total of it. Spoilers, by the way. Cirrus and Akinar are not great people. That is like the one thing that I do feel badly for Atris about is that his sons are just horrible human beings. I do think that this is just a trap. I do believe that that just does that. I don't think there's anything else to it. And I believe we went through... Yep, we went through all the other buildings up here, did we? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, we did. Okay. So... Channelwood is done. I'm not taking their pages. I'm not doing that. It's for the aesthetic. What aesthetic? I have to know. I don't think either of them know what the heck an aesthetic is. Okay, so let me You. And you. And now we can go back to Myst. Because the linking book is, I believe, up. Nope, that's the wrong elevator. My bad. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah. Come here. There we go. And I want to go over here. Yes. Here we go. This is how we get back to Myst. Alright, bye Soraya. Have fun with dinner. Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed, eh? Creepy light. Where even is this light coming from? Here we go. And so this lands us back in the library. Okay. Do excuse me. No, I don't particularly want to do that. What I really want to do is I want to read more of these books. Does anyone want more story time? I do not like this spinny. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it does the spinny occasionally. I think it's more bearable if you're like flying over something, like over an age rather than like within one. There are a few linking books that are just kind of you don't necessarily want to watch them because they will make you dizzy. Anyway, let's see here. Why don't we just open the next book and do some reading? How do we feel about that? Reading? Story time? Yes? No? Maybe a different book? How many of these are there? Oh my god. Most of these look burned. I totally forgot that most of these are burned. How many of these are just... Who burns books? Boys, did you do this? I believe the boys did this. As usual. Ooh, and there's the gear. Okay, so we've got the gear, we've got the sun, question mark. We've got whatever this is. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far off of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch Emmett, and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. And Emmett and Branch quickly became friends. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the new boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day, and I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. Oop. Oop. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They've played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon which I have not been able to discover, if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I've decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I've had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could ever have written. I think... Ooh, here's a map of Stone Ship. I don't think I'm gonna draw out this map. I think I'm just gonna... When I get there, I'll probably be able to find my way around perfectly well. I think of it this age as a gift to myself, that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The 3 original boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content, and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they've discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 30 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. I am going to copy down this constellation. Excuse me for a moment. So we have like a triangle of bigger stars, and then dot, 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 and an anchor. Interesting, interesting. Ooh, and an eye. Oh, I'll bet this has something to do with that little pond thing in the middle of the island. Let me just... I drew that in the kind of the middle of my page, but just... Dot. Da-da. Dot. Eye. And then star, star, huge star, da-da, da-da, snake, little forked tongue there. I'll just write snake there because I cannot draw. And then this one, we have sort of star, a larger star, and then sort of two smaller ones. And a dot there, and then these two dots down here. And this is a bug. I've given up on drawing out the images. So these must be the constellations. And I'll bet you have to pick out the ones that are the same as those other ones that we put in last time. So it was that doesn't look like much like a bug. It really doesn't. I kind of worry about Atris sometimes. Just occasionally. You know. I mean, he has serious family problems, but 1, 2, 3, 4 big stars, and then a small star in the middle, and then another small star. Cross. See, that looks like an arrow. There you go. And I can kind of see that, flamingo bird thing. Let's see here. Big star. Big star. Da-da. Da-da. Arrow. Let's see here. Divide this again. Big star. Big star. Little star. Have they considered consulting a family therapist? Jesus Christ, they absolutely need one. I don't understand how Atris lived with his boys when they're like as obviously evil as they are in canon, and like did not think, maybe I should consult a professional. Because Jesus Christ. It is just so obvious. And then a leaf. So da-da, da-da. Leaf. Okay. So, let us see. No, not what I wanted. Let's go out. We need to go in here. Let's see here. I'm out of grapes. It looks like a crying robot, Death. How did you find a crying robot emoji? How did you do that? Okay. So it looks like we've got leaf. And then the evil dentist chair returns. It was well, it's showing up as a crying robot emoji on mine, so I think you might be in the clear. Let me just find interesting. Big one to do. I happen to have, so the last time we were in this chair, oh, I forgot to turn the lights out. I keep forgetting to turn the lights out. Yeah, last time we were in this chair, it was, so I think that's bug. So I think this last one is bug. Leaf, bug. So then what's number 2? I have all these in my notes. It might be snake. I believe it is snake. Snake? Question mark? Let me look up number 2 again. What was it? January 17th? 1207. So 15, 14, 12. aggressive clicking. 5, 6, 7. Very snake. Hello! Hello, hello, hello! I see we have another friend. Hello, friend. 12:07 at 5:46 a.m. Who the heck wakes up at 5:46 a.m.? Come on, tell me, tell me, tell me. 5:36. Oop, 52. Whoops. 46. There we go. Let's look at this. Do. Yeah, I did copy that down correctly. I thought that's... I wonder if there's one that's not mentioned in the book that is mentioned out there. So either it is snake or it is another one. But we know it's definitely leaf and bug and another one. So let's see here. Come here, come here. That is bird. That is eye. Neither of those. Let's just turn on snake. Bug. That is bug again. That is anchor. We don't need anchor. That is arrow. We don't need arrow. Hey, come on. Come back here, please. No! I'm having so much trouble. Yeah, she's just being... Hello, David! The dog is just being a pest. Leaf. Ha! I was right. The last one is snake. And now you can hear the boat rising from the depths. So the moment we are allowed to turn back around, we will be able to see the boat. Yeah, there's the boat. Okay, so now we can go on the ship. Ha 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 ha. I do like this age. This age in particular is very, very interesting. Let's see here. Is there anything like over here? No, no, I can just go in here. And there's the linking book. And this one is called, what is it called again? Stone Ship, I believe. I believe this is called Stone Ship. If it is not, I'm just going to call it Stone Ship. I'm sure the creators of Myst will not mind. Stone Ship. You're watching on the TV. Oh, have fun with these very dated graphics on the big TV. Stone Ship. I'm going to save before we go into the next age. And here we go. Welcome to Stone Ship. I don't think I need to click it again. I think it just takes me there. Hello? Yes, that's what I thought. That little, like, noise, that is in every single Myst game. All of them. Every single one. That is just the noise that you get when you travel to a different age. It hasn't changed since, like, 1993. I don't think they're ever going to change it. Okay. What is that? What does that do? know. Let's see here. I believe this must be the lighthouse. Yes. Oh, that's broken. There's a key. Interesting. Let's go down. The key goes to the chest that we... Hello? Okay, so have to figure out how to get that key. Oh no, the key goes to that. Okay. So we have a key, we have a chest. It makes mildly ominous noises at you. Yeah. There is something about this game that just likes to spook you. Likes to spook you just a little bit. Weird. I don't want to go down into the hole. No, thank you. Let's go up to the top. Yeah. What? 3 degrees. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Does this go all the way up to 3? Oh, what is that? Oh, that'll be the boat. 150, 160, 170, 180. 190, 200. This probably goes all the way up to 360. So I'm just going in a circle. That's all I'm doing. I'm going in a circle, going in a circle. 280, 290, 300. Yep. Circle time, circle time, circle, circle, circle time. Interesting. Okay. I guess this means we have to go into the void. I do not want to go into the void. Oh, I can't go into the void. There's water there. Let's see here. Can I go in here? Nope. So, this is probably the first puzzle we have to figure out. No, there's still water there. Oh, there's no water here, though. Can we have light, please? Is that allowed? Can we please have some light? Cool. I dislike this. Jesus Christ. Can't see a thing. What does this do? Ha! Good. Okay. I'll bet this is underwater. Oh, that's neat. Am I allowed to see anything? Anything at all? Is what? No rights for tabs. Oh my god, how do I get out of this? How do I get out? Help me. Help. Okay. So that leads me into the void. Where was I earlier? Was I in here? Okay. Interesting. So I have to pick one and stick with it. I'm gonna do the lighthouse first because I can actually see what's going on in there. Anything? Can I turn around in here? Interesting. And then I can't get up there because of that padlock. And the key is there. Which means that I probably have to do one of the other puzzles first, and I do not want to do that because... Oh, hang on. There's electricity here. Where do those go? Can I look up? Can I look up? Am I allowed to look up? Okay. So we theoretically have electricity. I just have to figure out... Interesting. Interesting. And I don't know where the book is to get back. Oh, kill me. Yeah, it looks like I have to solve this first. So. We have a key that's stuck here. We have a ladder up to a locked door. We have a chest that I cannot open. That just turns this. And I have lights. Okay. And I have this thing. No, I didn't want to do that. I feel like I'm missing something and I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm missing something very obvious and I cannot for the life of me figure it out. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay. There's 180. There's, I believe that's the lighthouse. I wonder if those are buttons and I'm just like head empty, no thoughts. Are these buttons? Are these, can I turn the lights on using these? Come on. No, come back. Some of these point and click games are a little bit temperamental. The lighthouse has onion looking friend on top. Yeah, it kinda does, eh? Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that's cheery. I wonder whose room this could be. Poison! Wow, amazing. Yeah, secret tunnel! Oh my god, okay. Into a skull! Fabulous. Thanks. Whichever one of these brothers this is, I don't... Oh, hello. We've got a map. We've got another map. The Death Rose. Yes, exactly. Another map. More map. More map. Ooh, and here's the other half of that piece of paper. The vault is located, island of achieved. And you want onto the on position, and then we have to turn them onto an off position. So where was that? I don't know. I think we're all mapped out. Marker switch to off. Turn all to on first. So I wonder. I have a hunch, but I'm not gonna like... I might have to go back to Channelwood and like copy down that first one. More map. Okay. Actually, here, let me copy this down. So... is located. So much map. I know, right? Island of achieved very. Instructions are each of the marker turn every one of on position that as a final step to there to okay. So many map. I'll have to go back to Channelwood and copy down that other one. Oh, and there's another... You can't trick me! This must be Cirrus's room, then. There we go. Okay. And so... that bed looks extremely sus. I mean, look, that whole room looked so sus. And then this must be Akinar's. Yes, this looks also very sus, but I don't trust it. Oh no, this must be Cirrus's room, because this has the drugs. This is how you can tell that this was made in the 90s. This is because this is how they tell you that this person is evil. He does the drugs. He does the drugs, guys. That's how you know he's a bad guy. Let's see here. Another chest of drawers. Gold coins. Jewels. Fancy shit. More fancy. Are these just like the rolls of fabric? This looks how I would this looks like how I would store my fabric. Drugs. An empty drawer. Very suspicious. And then one more drawer with a piece of his page in it. I don't like this. Cirrus, I don't like your room. You need... Right? I was just thinking that. I was like, wow, some of those prints look familiar. Anything else around here that I can click? What are these? Nothing that I can click. Okay. Cool. Fancy bed nap time. Okay. So. Right, that lets us get into here. unscrew these? Weird. Super weird. So then how do I get up? How do I get this key is the question. Is there something in... But there's something down there, and I can't heckin' see anything down there. So we're just all gonna have to suffer. Hello? There's no button here the way there were with the other ones. Am I doing this wrong? I do need a lamp. I absolutely need a lamp, and I don't know where that lamp might be or how to find it. What is that? Is that just like a piece of light? Yeah, it is just a piece of light. Okay. Can I look up? Is there anything at all? Anything at all? Okay, I'm just gonna come back up here. Fine. Be that way. Now, why can I go over here for, like, no reason? And this, of course, just resets to... I'm very puzzled. I'm very, very puzzled. So that does let me come down here, but the light doesn't turn on. And naturally, I'm stuck in this age until I can figure it out. Yes. Thank you, Atris. I love this. I love this so much. Maybe I missed something in the boys' rooms? Let me go back in there. Sirius is less likely to have something than Akinar is, but to be honest, as gaudy as this room is, as like horrifically gaudy as this is, I'm much less concerned than I am with Akinar's room, to be perfectly frank with you. The knobs? Good question. I'll have to go back and look. Yeah, and see, this is empty. Why is there an empty drawer? I dislike this. Oh, what is that? That's neat. What the heck? Do that again. Very spoopy. Oh, the knobs under the umbrella. The knobs under the umbrella, depending on which one you turn on, it removes the water from that area. Yeah. So, and I can't take any of his drugs. That's unfortunate. Okay. That is an excellent question. There's a good number of stuff in this series that just defies all logic and explanation. Back to Akinar's room we go. Really, I should have been able to tell that this was Akinar's room by the fact that his fucking... First of all, his fucking bed looks like this. And secondly, he has skeletons. Like that's just a human ribcage. As decoration. Why are you like this, Akinar? Heroin would help with the puzzle solving. Probably. Okay, so I can zoom in on this. I can zoom in on that, but that doesn't do anything. Yeah, and that's the skull. And then the rest of these are all just maps. And that's the piece of paper. Okay. So I definitely need to go back to heckin' Channelwood and when in doubt, attempt theft. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I am actually tempted to reload. Any of the maps correspond with the area? No, it didn't look like it. I mean, I can double check. I'd like to see a hint in the telescope. Let me double check that. I don't think they do. That doesn't look like it. That definitely doesn't look like it. I don't think that looks like it. I think these are all for flavor. Yeah, I'm not seeing any that correspond to... Yeah, no. None of these really... Okay. Yeah, it's basically just aesthetic. Okay, so now that I know how this age works, what I might do is I might reload and go back to Channelwood and pick up Cirrus and Akinar's pages. Because I know that at some point they're able to talk to you through the books, but they can't, like, get out. So let me see if y'all don't mind, I will do that. Load. Load a saved game. Just load this. Load. Here we go. Yeah, it's like very creepy. It's extremely creepy. Okay. Let's do you first. Okay, you need the blue pages. I gotcha. You fucking psychopath. Not that you're any better, Cirrus. You are distracting from the wibbles. Yep. Okay, thank you. I still cannot really understand what they're saying, but they just want me to bring them red pages. Okay. Which means that we have to do this shit again. Wait, let's see here. Which way is... I'll bet it's... whatchamacallit? Yeah, it's underground. So I have to repressurize it and then let it come back down. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, me too. Me too. We have to do this shit again. The tree elevator returns, yes. Yes. Here we go. The ankles of oppression, which we must gnaw on. I'm just gonna let that go up a little bit, and then... do the reverse. Must we do this? Must we do this? Atris, why did you design your home planet this way? Why did you design your age this way, Atris? You must have done this on purpose. This is very annoying. Yeah, here it comes. And then we'll just pop on in. Oh yeah, no, it's so efficient. It's so easy to use and common sense. Okay, let's go find the boys' pages. Yeah, it really is just to be obnoxious. It's really just to fuck with you. Okay, so we're here. Can I zoom anywhere? Zoom. Let me zoom over here. Change this. Terrible. Okay. Which of the boys should we get first? The smart one or the dumb one? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, who's closest? I believe this is Cirrus's room, question mark? Oh, wait, let me copy this down. Located. So the vault is located in very plain view on the island of Myst, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. Cannot read my own handwriting. Fuck me. First, locate each of the master switches on the island. Turn every one of these switches to the on position. Then go to the dock and, as a final step, turn the marker switch there to the off position. Excellent. Yeah, Death, the fact that you can read my handwriting and I cannot read my own handwriting sure is something. A knife! Excellent, thank you. Is it in here? No, that is an empty drawer. Is it in here? Yes, yes it is. Okay, so now I have this. Cirrus first, I guess. I know, there's so many drugs. You can tell that this is a 90s game because you're just like, ah yes, drugs, that makes somebody evil. For sure, for sure. Because you couldn't figure out what the hell you were writing. Yeah. Okay. So now we go straight back in here. Oh, we might have to light the boiler again because I'm a dingo. I think I accidentally turned the boiler off. Okay, and here's Cirrus's book. Let's see what he has to say. I think it's very interesting that he can just talk through the book when, like, we can't do that. Okay, but if they're all, they should all be in the on position anyway. And then if we go to the... Oh no, wait, there's one more. Ah. That's right, I have to get across here. Fuck me. Hang on. Hang on. I might have the clue to this already. Let me double check my notes. Tree. Here's 240. Hang on. That's 30, 35, 40. Okay, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So I need to turn this 9 times. 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Oh, weird. Okay. 2. 30, 35, 40. Gears. Boat. 7. Nope, no idea. Back to Channel Wood we go. Let's just stick to the original plan. Yeah, it's some pretty nonsense shit. Okay, let's see here. I have to open this again. Come on. But we get fire. never mind. It just turns back on again. Okay, up and down we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I wonder if I'm missing something. If there's like something in the... If there's something in the journal that I read that I'm missing. I mean, it can't hurt to go get Akinar's page. I'm not going to let them out. That's what they want. They want me to let them out, and I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'll just let that, because I can hear it go up and down. Now it's coming down again, so... Are you coming down? Hello? Do I need to do it more? Oh no, it's just extremely slow. Steal the baby. Maybe I should steal the baby. There we go, that's much faster. I do wish that this button worked properly, but it does not. It does not. That would of course be way too easy. No, we have to wait for the cutscene. We have to wait for the cutscene to pass. Does not matter how many times I click. Doesn't matter what I do. Nope, we have to just wait for the spinning to stop. Okay. Welcome back to Channelwood. My name is Tabs. I will be your tour guide. There we go. Up the spirally stair we go. Close the door. And we go upstairs. Could I have so much spinning? Excellent question. Excellent, excellent, excellent question. Here we go. And here is the janky-ass room for Akinar. Boys. Teenage boys. Why are they just all like this? Hang on, hang on. No, go back, go back, go back. No, I was looking for the spiral staircase. There is no spiral staircase. That's down a level. Okay. And then we want to go down here. And then we want to do this again. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Back up here, upstairs. Okay. So So just so I don't get stuck on Stone Ship again, let us speak to Akinar, I suppose, if that'll do any good.
My brother, I beg you. We compete. Always blue pages. Listen to him. I listen to my brother.
Yeah, I know not to listen to your brother.
And a liar.
Yeah, no, okay. This is just the usual I'm not guilty, I swear nonsense. Okay. Submersible lamp. So there is a lamp. I just have to figure out how the fuck to use it. 16. There's the light. House. Okay. So here's Stone Ship. Yeah, no, they sound like they've got loads of hinges, don't they? Just the most hinges. Okay. Constellations. Okay, so I know which constellations we need. A hardware store. Okay, so we do in fact have a submersible lamp. I'm once again going to save. Well, no, let me raise the ship, and then I will save. Come on, come on, come on. No, not the bird. Oh no, wait, did I just sink it? I did just sink it. I'm a dingo. It was already raised. I forgot that I already had it raised. Okay. So that's already raised. I don't think I'm genuinely any closer to figuring out how the heck to either find the linking book back to Myst on Stone Ship, or well, you know, I can just, you know, save again. Here. Let me save here. Yep, save. And then resume. Spinning again. Apologies, Death. We're gonna do more spinning. And I cannot skip it. I think you can skip the spinning in later games, but yeah, you can't skip it now, I'm afraid. So now that I know that I'm fairly certain that thing is an underwater lamp. There's that silhouette that I can see. Is it this one? Question mark? No. No. Is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Okay. There's a silhouette right there. So how do I get this lamp to turn the fuck on? Hmm? Wait, hang on. Hang on. Come back. Come back. It's actually underwater. That's the lamp. That is the underwater lamp. So I have to figure out how to turn that on. Okay. Okay. Well, at least I know where it is now. Okay, it's forward there. And then of course... So I'll bet the answer is that I have to get up there. I have to solve this specific puzzle. This puzzle first. It'll be what, this one? The middle one, I believe? No. No, that gets us in the boys' rooms. There we go. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. This is very quickly becoming my least favorite. This is very quickly becoming my least favorite puzzle. Can I move the chest now that it's no longer full of water? Go for a quick swim. That's a good point, actually. I wonder if I can do that. Hello? Can I get off? Can I jump in the water? Hello? Does not appear that I can jump in the water. Interesting. So those are all connected. Cannot jump in the water. That's actually genuinely very annoying. Sometimes you can go in the water. There's a keyhole here, too, I think. Looks like it, anyway. That'll take me up. That'll take me down. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate this puzzle. I hate it. I hate it so much. Let's see here. Are there... Because I know in some versions of Myst, you can get hints. And I think that is how I finished the game the first time. I got hints. I got myself hints. Let me see here. Lets us into the boys' room. Okay. No, wait. I wanted that. I wanted that up. What am I doing? I wanted that water up. Nope. Does not do anything. off. There has to be something to do with that chest, right? Maybe I can make the chest float? Maybe that's what I have to do? I can make the— oh my god, I'm such a dingo. And there's the key to this. Oh my god. Oh, that took so long. Oh, please kill me. Is that enough? When is it enough? Do I just have to— oh? Do I just have to guess? Question mark? It kinda does, doesn't it? Hang on. That one. That one. Come on. Okay, so that was not enough to make it light up. But I now have access— oh, those are on now! I see. I see. Correct? Yes? No? Pfft. God, I can never remember which one of these things correlates to which one of those stupid Drano things. Okay, so this, again, just takes us all the way down to the boys' rooms. And now we have more electricity. Okay, I think we've gotten everything useful out of this. Let's see here. Maybe I can— oh wait, hang on. Let me do this. And then go and charge that stupid thing. And see if that does anything, because that's exactly the kind of stupid thing Myst would make you do. Just to make sure you have the right thing in the right time. Like all the right settings. You have to have exactly the right settings. Come on now. Okay, so that's fully charged. Let's see if this works. Hellos. No! Not unless I am extremely stupid and I'm just missing the most obvious thing in the entire world. How much do you guys want to bet that it has something to do with the goddamn telescope? I am screaming so much. My voice is going to be so bad by the end of this. I'm in so much pain. Please. Please, Atris. Please, I'm begging you to let me function. Okay. Where is it? So it's like a bit to the right of that thing. No bet. Yeah, probably, eh? Come on, come on. Okay, let's see here. Where is that stupid little lighthouse top? Come here. Come here. Uh-huh. So if that's working, there's that thing. There's those. 180. So it's at exactly 180. So the stupid little lighthouse top is working. Why are you like this, Atris? I know this is your room. I know this is your room. There's your light. It's right there. I can see it. How do I turn it on, Atris? Come on, Atris, tell me. How do I turn on your stupid little light? Atris, I have so many bones to pick with you. Firstly, you raise your children to be like genocidal maniacs. Secondly, you raise genocidal maniacs who are able to create their own worlds and then genocide them. Thirdly, Atris, you leave me like half-broken ages to navigate through in an effort to save your sorry ass from being stuck in a book for the rest of your life. The schematic page had no clue for the light. Not that I could see, no. No, it just showed you what the light looked like. That's all it did. It just showed you what the light looked like. Okay. Well, I'm going to save this as a different one. Stream stuck. There's a bug. There's a bug. There's no longer a bug. Stuck stone ship. Save. And resume. Yeah. Okay. So I was able to get electricity to one part of the island, but not to the others. And of course, there's nothing else in here, correct? Yeah. This thing. Oh, interesting. So this is timed. I'm not actually sure how useful this is. Because you can just go down into the depths of the darkness and then open up the boys' rooms, which is what I did. Here we go, that's fully charged again. There you go, Mr. Electricity Man thing. I don't like that this is just broken here. You can tell this is like a beginner's work. This is beginner's work, Atris. Your father would be so disappointed in you. And I'm sure you would hate to disappoint. You would hate to disappoint him. Okay. I'm back to being stuck, which means I'm stuck just like coming down in here and clicking things at random. I can't even see what I'm looking at. I see these are stairs, correct? Yes. I'm just looking at stairs. So that light works. But for some reason, the other one does not. And of course I don't have the linking book. I was really hoping the linking book would be up here, but it's not. It's not up here. It's just around. It's probably in the stupid ship. I just can't find it. Because of course I can't, because this is my life. This is just how it works. Actually, I wonder if there's anything else down there now that that thing is open. Oh, interesting. I have the key again. Does the key go to anything? Question mark? There's a noticeable power line that goes into the water. That's a good question. I do not see one. They go to Cirrus and Akinar's rooms, and that's about it. Yeah, see? Let me open up the boys' rooms again now that I have this key. Did I drop the key? Yeah, I'm gonna check the boys' rooms for hidey holes. Come here, boys. Give me more of your secrets. I didn't find anything in here that was like locked is the only thing. The only thing is that, okay, Cirrus has this drawer, which is just empty. It's just an empty drawer, which I do not like. And then he has these gems and all of this stuff. We get it, he's a kleptomaniac. Okay. Is there anything on the bed? Why can't I just stare at the bed? Why is that a thing I'm able to do? Why can't I just like step up to the bed and then stare at it? I don't like that. Let's check Akinar's room. I don't think I'm going to find anything. Just because I'm fairly certain these are already, like, completed areas. But we will see. Yes, Akinar and his poison. No, I'm not picking that up until I have a way to link back. There's that, which we've already gotten. There's those. What the fuck? What the fuck? God, I hate being stuck. I know, right? The human ribcage lamp, like, sure is... I don't even want to call it an aesthetic. It's just like, it's a sword to the face. Akinar's poison. The poison of Akinar. I think it's A-C-H-I-N-A-R. Like, Akinar. Okay. So we know that that thing can do the blinky blinky now. Is there anything else that turns on at all anywhere? Hellos. You're still doing the blinky blinky. I like that. I like the blinky blinky. I do like the blinky blinky. Is there anything else? Like literally anything else? Come on. Come on. 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 0. Okay. So I am pretty convinced at this point that there's just something in this room here that I'm missing. And I just can't find it. Because I'm blind, or I'm stupid, or something. Yeah, let me go down, please. Let me go down, please. Thank you. I can take the key with me, but when I leave, it drops back there. Okay. So the key probably does not do anything. It's just... Is the light pointing at something? The light is flashing at the telescope. It's flashing towards the telescope. Try. Does Lighthouse Morse code? Oh my god. Please do not tell me that I have to know Morse code in order to solve this stupid fucking puzzle. No. That would be terrible. Rasha, why would you put that in my brain? I'm going to die. 20 degrees, 40 degrees, 50 degrees, 70 degrees, 90 degrees, 100, 120. I don't think that's Morse code. I think it's just doing the blinky blinky. I think it's just... That's a regular blink. Yeah, that's a regular blink. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna give myself 15 more minutes of just running around screaming, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I hope y'all don't mind if I don't finish tonight. I was really hoping I could get further than this, but this age just stumps me. Here, I believe that is... No, 1, 1. This one, that is the one that I want. It's the one that I want, the one that I want. Oh, 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 honey. And that is empty. How are you doing? We are out of battery. Interesting. So now what happens to Cirrus and Akinar's rooms? The light's still on. Weird. Okay. So then what does the battery attach itself to? What does it correspond to? If the battery itself does not correspond to the hallways to the boys' rooms, what does it go to? What could it be going to? Because, like, Death is right. I didn't see any wires going to any underwater thingamajigs. I didn't see that. In fact, I cannot tell where the underwater light is. Like, at all. I assume that it's, like, out there somewhere. I assume it's out over there somewhere, because I assume that the room is underwater down there. Go to Skull Rose? You want to see Skull Rose again? Sure, I'll do that. I believe it is the middle one that lets us into the boys' rooms. Yes. To 135, like the lighthouse spot. I don't think it keeps. I don't think it keeps, but I will see. Come here, come here. Yeah. Here. Also, where would 135 be? There's no markings on this. Yeah, see, it doesn't keep, it just resets. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in these rooms. Unless, like, there's, like, a secret latch or something. The fucking ribcage lamp, man. Every fucking time. Let me out of there. At least Sirius's room is just fucking gaudy and not objectively horrifying. See, that's neat. That's neat. Sirius, why do you have to be smart? I would like to be able to dislike you more easily. I would very much like to be able to dislike you more easily. It would make my life so much better, actually. I think that's tripping me up. I think what's tripping me up is that there's nothing to interact with in that underwater room. Like, I can just go in there and look around and nothing else. Which means that there's something else around here somewhere that I need to do somehow. I don't see any other doors. They're just walls. I got up here. That is off for some reason. I'll turn it back on. Okay, that's fully charged. Okay. I really hope this isn't something where, like, I have to have the thing to down here, like, open and then wait for the batteries to deplete themselves and then fully charge it again. Because that would be very annoying. I can see, like, light reflection from up here on the glass. I think that's what that is. Or it's just light reflecting from outside. Go back. What, like, keep the lights... Yeah, I mean, keep the lights on, I think. For sure. For sure, for sure. Because it's not like I couldn't get to the boys' rooms without the lights before. So, Like, I don't think the lights being off will reveal anything. Because I went down there with the lights off before anyway. I think what it is, yeah, it's a matter of timing. Because every once in a while, one of these stupid things is fucking timed. Yeah. And it's like there's nothing in the hallways. The hallways are just... they just exist. Like, I don't see anything here, I don't see anything there, I don't see anything there. Those don't do anything. Nothing, 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 nothing. And then... whoops. Yeah, nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, just like a whole big bag of nothing. So I can see that. I can see those. I wish I was like allowed up on the bow of the ship, but let's go see if these batteries are out yet. No. Maybe I should just open and close all the doors over and over and over again until it runs the battery down. A button on the archway? On which archway? There's a lot of archways. Yeah, at this point, I don't mind y'all backseating. I'm like, I'm at the end of my rope here. To the dingy room? Does he mean, like, these things? Because those don't do anything. But he says he saw a button. Like that is the only button in this hall, I think. And like the hall is very, very, very long. I will look for buttons, but I do not think... Oh my god, David, you mad lad. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, David! David! What the fuck did I just do? No! What the fuck did I just do? Fuck me. Am I out of battery? Yes, I'm out of battery. Jesus Christ. God, okay. So, David is a goddamn savior. I'm just gonna recharge this, and then if there's one from Akinar's, there's probably one for Cirrus's as well. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, that's all on. Let me go look at the one in Akinar's first, because that's open. Turn around. No! Cease! Okay. And then this probably takes me to Cirrus's room. Okay, so they had super secret, super special hallways to each other's rooms. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to figure out which one is the right one. Cool, and until then, I am stuck with the nuclear apocalypse sound. Yeah, see, there we go. The water divides their rooms. Yeah, there's some like weird dynamics between Cirrus and Akinar. They're a little funky. That makes secret tunnel. No! Russia! Russia, don't do that to me. Don't do this to me! Okay, let's see here. So that's that. Okay. Cool. Here we go. So. 135, correct? This might be the thing where we have to hit 135. So that is probably 0. And that's probably 80. Or 180, rather. $75, $170, $165, $160, $155, $150. No. No, there's not enough there. That's 0, and that's 180. And there are, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, probably in increments of 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, this is going to be in increments of 10. So now I definitely need to go back and see what the whatchamacallit is. I believe it is less than 180 for the lighthouse. Lighthouse. So it's 135 for the lighthouse. 170. And it's just over 180 for the things. Maybe 190? I'm just gonna hazard a guess that it's 190, and we'll see how this goes.
It's 11 o'clock.
And it's 11 o'clock! Oh man, we're so close. 0, 180. No. Terrible. Terrible. Okay. I actually think we're at a very good stopping point. Smack all the buttons, it can only set off a bomb. Yeah, basically. Okay. So I think we're at a very good stopping point. I'm just going to charge this up, and then I'm going to save and quit the game and end the stream. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me. This was frustrating, but you know, this is a good trip down memory lane. I despite all the little annoyances, I really do love this game. It is so imaginative and just such a good time. Yeah. Okay, so that's fully charged. Save the game. Myst stream, stuck on stone ships, save. And then I'm going to quit. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good night. Sleep well. And I will see you all another time. Bye-bye.